Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'd like to show you my powered air purifying respirator system. This giant Costco bag is the only bag I can fit every component in. So we'll start with the easiest one, is the belts. I got the comfort belt because I figured it'd be heavy and I would rather have more ways to support. The normal belt is just this piece that goes all the way around and not the thicker part, which spreads out the weight on your back. And I'm glad I got this one. Yeah, so I actually had to pull it off so that I could pull it out of here because the belt was too big for me. And to get all the components on, you flip this little guy here and pull them out, and then you unthread here all the way down to put your components on. I usually put the battery here and the actual motor and filter here. And then we got batteries. I have 2 of them because I will be working 16-hour shifts and the batteries only last 8 hours. They do have a button here for on-off, and then the light. When the light turns red, it's time to recharge your battery. So the reason I put it on the one side of the belt is so that I can see the light. So I made this little bag, sewing. I wanted everything in its own bag. This is my mask. I've been keeping this part on to keep it cleaner. I also have a glasses cloth inside to try to keep it a little cleaner. I bought this mask because the full face mask seals better than the half mask and it'll keep my eyes protected. I also got this mask because it's configurable. So currently it's configured for the powered respirator, but you could take these out, put one of them here, and then there's little adapters that I have, I'll show you later, that go in the sides here, and you can put the passive filters on. So that's part of the reason I bought this one. It also has a speaking diaphragm in the bottom here to make my voice louder so that it's not as muffled from the mask, because there's no lip reading with this. I mean, if we take this off and this out, you can see it covers the entire bottom part of my face. So from about here down, you can't see. So there's no lip reading. And I'm gonna have to talk on the phone for my job, so I'm hoping that people will be able to hear me with the speaking diaphragm in it. So I store this little guy in my bag that I made. It did come with a bag, but I didn't like it. It was plastic. It was drawstring. I did take the strings out of that bag and use them to make this bag. And then, sure, we'll do this. This guy I'm keeping in the box to try to keep it safe because I'm really bad at destroying cables. But this is the charger. I assumed it would be small, like the size of a cell phone charger. It's twice the size. And this is bigger than most audio jacks. So the whole thing is substantially bigger than I thought it would be. It takes like 16 hours to charge a battery, so it's going to be very interesting. This bag, you can hear, lined with plastic. It's actually lined with the plastic bag that the mask came with. So I made this bag too. I made all these bags except the Costco one. This one is for my ridiculously large filter for when it's not in use. Hopefully it'll keep a little better in here. So yeah, I sewed the plastic bag that came with it into the top part of this bag. And then this was just extra yarn that I had that I braided, and now it ties up around. And then in this bag, which I made, which is also tied with yarn, is let's see. The power cable between the battery and the blower motor, which is this guy right here. So there's the plug-in. This guy has two plugs that we take out. So this is where the breathing tube actually connects into here. And then this one is where this guy connects in. So this just screws on like so. And that's on. And then the breathing tube, which is also in this bag, screws on the top. And that's your blower motor, and it's huge. And we'll put him, these are to keep it from getting dirty inside. So we'll just put them back on. And put them back in the bag. And that's all for this bag. So the breathing tube is this guy. It's flexible rubber, so I've been having some trouble with it. I washed it with water about 5 times. I've baking soda soaked it 3 times. I used a whole cardboard box of baking soda each time. I've used almost 5 liters of vinegar on it, and it's not great, but I think it'll be okay. Really, I've only wore it for like 20 minutes so far, so I guess I'll have to wear it more and see how that goes. So that's that. And then I have 2 batteries, 16-hour shifts. Got my other little baggie here, which I put a little button on, and handles. I was having fun. This guy, if it'll ever let me in, houses this adapter, which I don't have to use for this one, but I'm keeping it just in case. And the flow meter. So what you're supposed to do, every time you use it, you like get it all set up except for the mask. You don't plug that into the blower like the breathing tube. You put this on the end of your breathing tube that goes into your mask. Hold it vertically. Everything plugs in, turn it on, and the ball will go up. So there's 2 little sections on here. This is for the loose fitting masks. Your ball wants to be this or higher. And for the tight fitting masks, it's this or higher. So you're supposed to use this to see how your filter is doing. And if it's below the line, that it says okay, and then it has an arrow up, you need to change your filter. So I'm guessing because you need less airflow with the tight mask, like what I have, your filter will last a little longer because it's here up instead of here up. So you're supposed to do that every time. Since I'm not in heavy industry, I'll probably check once a week instead of every day. So there's that. And then I have a little screwdriver. Didn't come with it. It's just my screwdriver. I put it in this bag in case I wanted to change my mask around. So this little bag's also in that bag. I thought it was adorable. I made it. But these are the adapters for the passive filters. So that's why I keep the screwdriver in there, so I can take out the plugs and put these adapters in. So I'd have, one on either side of the mask, and then I'd have passive filters in, and one of the plugs would go in the front. And I haven't opened it yet because I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. Probably at some point I will. But these are the passive filters, so they're quite a bit smaller than the powered one. But yeah, these just sit on the side, and then you have to breathe through them yourself. Whereas the powered one, it pushes the air through the filter for you, so it's not as much resistance. People tend to do better, but they are ridiculously expensive. So if you can do the passive filters, go with that. I wasn't sure what I needed, I still am not entirely sure what I need. So I did go with the mask, that you could do both. There's a few reasons I purchased that particular mask. One was that it's medical grade silicone around the outside instead of the rubber that most of them are. And it is configurable. So you can use it powered or passive. And the reason I actually got the system that I got is because it came in a small. And I have to wear children's size hats, so I was a little concerned about finding a mask that would actually fit me. Because if you go to the standard hardware store and you look at like the half masks that are plastic and rubber, and they're either one size fits all or medium large, or there's a large and then there's the medium smalls combined, and I can't fit any of those. So I looked, this one had a small, it said it was comfortable, which was going to be necessary for wearing it 16 hours straight. And it could be configured either way, so depending on what I needed and what I could afford / what work was willing to pay for would depend on what I was going to do. So I did get that mask based on those, and I did go actually get fitted for the mask. So I do have a little certificate that says that this mask fits and seals, and I was very happy that it worked out. So that's my powered air respirator system and how I can change it to the passive if I need to. Do you like my mask? Can you hear me? I can hear every breath. Can't really hear myself. This one even has a speaking diaphragm to make my voice louder. Gotta do what you gotta do to protect yourself, no matter how ridiculous it looks.